Hi Wade, this is Kevin. Just going to show you a quick orientation to the Dunch website. First things first, when you log in the first time, you'll see that this black bar shows up at the top of the site, and it'll have your login information over here. So basically, you'll see the first time you log in the dashboard, and the pertinent points of the dashboard are mostly under pages for you. What I see here might be slightly different than what you see because I'm a full admin and you're an editor, but just so you know. Also, I put this Google Analytics plugin in place here. This gives you a quick view. You can set it to the period of time, past 30, past 60 days. It'll update and you can get a good idea of the stats without having to go to analytics, okay? These stats are pretty standard. Don't be freaked out by the bounce rate and the pages per visit. This is pretty much what website visitation looks like. We can talk about that another time. Anyway, so pages is the bulk of the site, as well as some other components. If you go to all pages, you'll see all the different pages that make up the site. One of the easiest ways to make edits to any content, though, is not to do it through here, but to go to the site. You go up here, you hit Visit Site, and then as you go through the site, you'll notice that up here it says Edit Page. So on a page like this, if I want to make edits, I click Edit Page, and it will take me to that page in the editor. Now, there's a couple of things to know here. So we use some short codes. These are these little things in brackets. Those short codes define some of the decorative elements on the page. In other words, there's a gap and there's a divider line. If you look at the page itself, you'll see those components. So just be aware of that. But the text is text. So here's the text. If I want to make an edit, I can type on it. It works pretty much like a word processor. Be aware that you want to avoid cutting and pasting from a formatted Word document, as it will bring in a lot of code that you don't want to have in here. These two tabs up here are important. This is visual, shows you a representative idea of what the page would look like when it's live. Text shows you the underlying code. So here you can see some HTML. This strong tag makes that bold. Here you can see some styling elements. Here you can see the images being placed in. They can be a little bit persnickety, so be aware that if you start getting into more in-depth edits, you might start finding yourself with some troubles. Anyway, anytime you make an edit, when you're done, you click this blue update button, and that basically makes the edit live. Okay. WordPress does save revisions, so if you completely muck up a page, we can go back to a previous revision. The site's also backed up every 24 hours, so if all hell breaks loose, we can put it back up. Anytime you've made a revision and you want to see it, you can hit this View Page. That'll show up, and then you can see the page and make any changes, other changes you want. The site has an interesting structure for how we deal with these sections. I'm not going to go into that now, but you can go into a component here like fundraising, and it will say Edit Page, but in this case you have some text and then you've got these fundraising clients. If we look at this, it's going to look a little bit different because we'll have the little body of text, and now it's in this funny box here. I'll talk about that. And then it says fundraising clients, but where are they? Well, they're down here in these photo album settings, which can be quite complex, and I would avoid it. Some places we use this Visual Composer, and this is a tool that allows us to bring more formatting to the page. So this text block looks a little different, but if you want to edit it, you click this little pencil icon. It will pop up. You can make your edits here. There's some tools here: bold, italic, bulleted lists. You can align left, center, right. You can make a link. I'll show you how to do that. But basically, you can make your edits, then you hit the Save Changes, and then you hit Update. It's always good thing to basically hit that update button every time you're on a page to make sure you haven't forgotten to save your changes. It'll prompt you if you do. Links are something that frequently come up. So let's say we have a client page, we'll call it Metropolitan Opera. Okay, so we go there. So here's, I'm going to copy the URL for the Met right here. Okay, then I'm going to go into a text block here, and let's say I wanted to type, let's say I wanted to link to the client here, and I might say our clients, and I'll say like the Met Opera, and I'll select that link area, what the words that I want to link. I'll click on this link tool, insert edit. I'll paste the URL that I copied previously. If it goes to a new site, I say open link in new tab. If it stays internal to this site, I'll leave that. Okay, and then I hit add link. You can see it highlights that section and adds the link. If you want to get rid of it, you can highlight it and hit break link, remove it. You can also just delete that section. But that's one of the key things that needs to be done. All right, let's see. A bunch of other stuff here you probably don't want to dig into quite yet, but take a look around and let me know if you have any trouble, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.